Space rovers? Impossible. Electric trucks? Impossible. Even something as simple as a pencil was once impossible. All these things were once unthinkable. But at Atlassian, we know for a fact that the impossible things are only impossible alone. Since 2002, teams of all sizes have used our collaboration software to power all kinds of projects together. Sorry, geniuses, but few things actually accomplished alone. We're at our best when we put our heads together in order to take big swings. When was the last time you accomplished something big? It was probably by working together. Teamwork is how you get to somewhere new, or make a process a whole lot better. That's how you make the impossible possible. It's not rocket science. Well, sometimes it is.
Good morning. Isn't that funny that we're here to talk about technology and then we beat him by the very technology we're going to talk about? So sorry about the video, it's just mixed up a little bit. It's great to be here. I was coming here this morning and I thought, it's about time we had such a great event here in Italy. We've been active in Italy for a long time, but this is the first time that we organize such an event. And I hope it will be the first of many. So I want once again to thank our solution partners for sponsoring, for supporting us. I want to thank our Atlassian colleagues and teams who are here supporting us as well. And last but not least, Soyel, our marketing agency that helps us organize and execute on this event. So why are we here today? The reason why we're here today, the reason why Atlassian exists, is exactly that, to unleash the potential of every team. We believe in many things. I'll be talking about our beliefs and our convictions today. But what we really, truly believe is in teams. We also believe that that myth of the lone genius is exactly that, a myth. True, Steve Jobs was a genius. He created many products, beautiful things. But was he alone? No, not at all. He had a team together with him. That's why we believe, as you were supposed to see on the video you've just seen, that it's impossible to achieve things alone. But it's great when we work together, then everything is possible. Now, in the world today, we have lots of problems. We've had a pandemic. We have wars. We have inflation, we had economical crisis, we have reggaeton, and we have the Kardashians. But the good news is, the Kardashians are not here. No, the good news is actually that tough times don't last, but great teams, they do. Right, so I want to introduce myself. My name is Vlad Cavalcanti. People often ask me, where do I come from with this weird combination of name, you know? Are you Russian, Romania, or Italian? Well, of course, Cavalcanti is Italian, but the surprise to most of people is that I come from Brazil. I was born in Rio, but I've been living for 30 years plus in the Netherlands. I joined Atlassian back in 2012, and I've seen Atlassian grow from a startup company to an enterprise offering company. And that's exactly what I want to talk to you about today. I want to just give you an idea of where we came from, the past of Atlassian, the present of Atlassian, but also where we're going in the future. That's why we decided to call this presentation Back to the Atlassian Future. So, Atlassian started back in 2002, created by these two young guys, fresh from the university, Scott Farquhar and Mike Cannon-Brooks. They had an idea to create a product that would be an alternative to the famous Bugzilla bug tracking tool, which was an open source. So they came up with the idea of naming the product Jira, because Godzilla, the way they pronounce it in Japanese, is Gojira, so they had that idea. But the main thing that they thought about, they wanted to have a product that is open, flexible, allowing third parties to add functionalities to it. And it became a success. The very, very first version I could find of Jira was this. This is actually a beta version back from 2002. We've gone a long way since then. And in fact, a few years later, Jira was considered a standard for bug tracking and for project management. Just to give you an anecdote, as I mentioned to you, I live in the Netherlands. I live in a small town, 30 kilometers away from Amsterdam. When I moved in there, my two neighbors, they came to greet me and they asked me, where do I work? And I said, Atlassian. And they went like, never heard of. I said, well, we are the creators of Jira. And they went like, wow, yes, I know Jira, of course, we use that, both of them. It's a small anecdote just to prove the point that Jira became omnipresent in the IT world. But have we done that all by ourselves, by Atlassian only? No, not at all. We've achieved that together with our solution partners, because our solution partners are responsible from creating from the product to a solution through their services, through everything they do. So it's very, very important. And together with our partners, we are very, very proud to say that as of this month, because it changes, we have over 250,000 customers all over the world. Customers from every shape and form. Customers that are as complex as NASA, that changes the world by finding other worlds, or as simple as Bombas, for the rest of us who are still here on Earth, to keep our feet warm in the winter, creating socks. So complex customers and less complex customers, all using our products. And again, talking about the past, until 2013, our main offering was on-premise, right? We had a server. From 2014, we introduced the enterprise level of on-premise that we called data center. From 2018 on, we noticed that most of our customers started migrating to our cloud. And as of today, I can say that 90% plus of our customers are already in our cloud. Now, why the Atlassian cloud? I won't get into details because my colleagues here, our partners, will talk to you in much more detail about the power of our cloud, the features and the functionalities that you can use with our cloud. But just to keep it very simple, these 3 points. Elevated IT impact. So use your resources for the projects that really matter. Accelerated team productivity. And if you are concerned about security and compliance, you can rest assured that it's built in and it's taken care of. Future. What is the future for us? Well, actually, the future is already here. We believe, again, another belief, that technology is at the core of every business today. We live in a world that cars, they have much more software than hardware these days. We have gadgets that not only tell us the time, but they save lives. And even a 3-year-old nowadays can converse with artificial intelligence through devices in your living room. So 10 years ago, I think you probably have heard that software was eating the world. Well, software has eaten the world already. So the future is actually here, because we know that building software is very important. Technology is very important, but not only for your IT department or the development department, to all departments, business included. And Atlassian, as I said before, we had this great product, Jira, and became omnipresent, but nowadays, we are actually a platform that includes 3 main solutions: Agile and DevOps, IT service management, and work management. You will be hearing a lot about these 3 solutions along the day today from our partners, from our colleagues. Another belief that we have is that every team works in a different way. Don't ever believe that one size fits all. It's not like that. We want teams to be free to use whatever they need to work with. And that's why in this platform, we added functionalities such as smart links that allow our teams, your teams, to work with whatever third-party product they had been working with and continue working with our solutions. Another belief, distributed work is here to stay. I think the pandemic was a horrific thing that happened, but if there is one positive thing that we learned from it, is that we can work anywhere. We are not really bound to an office anymore, as we used to be. We can search for talent wherever they are, and that's exactly what Atlassian wanted, to allow people to work wherever they are. So we introduced internally what we call Team Anywhere. However, Team Anywhere, meaning that people are distributed across different geographies, different time zones, it brings a challenge. How do you manage all of these teams? How do you get them together and motivated? So we created specific playbooks, which are a group of plays, practices, available to everybody, by the way, so that we can help our teams connect together and keep on working together. So I would encourage you to take a look at that, because it might be interesting also for you to learn from it. And these plays can be done in the office, if they are in the office, through a whiteboard, or we have specific templates in our products like Confluence with the plays. And last but not least, the same templates are also available in Trello. So that helps the teams connect and be more productive and also happier. Another thing that we prize a lot at Atlassian is innovation. You know, innovation is key to success of many companies today. You have to keep on innovating. But we want the people to innovate. But what exactly is innovation? It means different things to different people. In the past, innovation was a thing of the mad geniuses, right? And by the 50s, 60s, we saw these labs of experts, genius in an ivory tower. Things like IBM and HP, I think they had many of those. It was a step forward, I'll give you that. But it was still them and the rest of us. We believe that innovation should be available for everybody. That's why we organize our hackathons internally that we call Ship It. Ship It happens once a quarter. During 24 hours, everyone inside the company, technical, non-technical, are encouraged to get together and work on a project. Anything you may want to create from there. The craziest of things. But also, very interesting and important things have come out of Ship It. And one of the things is, you may have heard of one of our products called Jira Service Management. In the old days, it was called Jira Service Desk. And in fact, Jira Service Desk was born in 2012 during one of Ship It. These are the winners of the edition of the first quarter of 2012, getting the prize from Scott Farquhar himself. And 1 year later, we released Jira Service Desk. So again, it's just an idea of what the power of these innovation sessions can be. If you allow people, if you give people time to try new ideas, really great things can come out of that. And also, allow them to work differently. Everyone has a different way of working and together. All right, coming to the end of this presentation, I wanted to make it short and shorter, just to give you a quick taste of what Atlassian can do. But I'll leave you with a personal story that happened to me when I joined Atlassian back in 2012. My then manager, she approached me and she gave me a physical card like this. So for some of you who know Monopoly, That's the, get out of jail card from Monopoly. And I was like, confused. What do you mean by that? Why are you giving me this? And she said to me, I want you to try new ideas. I want you to experiment. I want you to take risks. I want you to fail. And if you go too far and you get yourself into trouble, bring me one of these cards. Well, I love that. I had to give her 3 cards because I was really in trouble. But that's another example of unleashing the power of every team. So allow people to make mistakes, to do crazy things. That's when we really get a lot of benefit from it. And again, to repeat the message, it's impossible to achieve things alone. But together, we can make great things. Thank you so much.